listen up. Okay, listen up. Okay, listen up. Okay, listen up. Okay, listen up. Okay.
This is a good idea for anybody's car. And it doesn't matter if you park your car outside, unless you have like a really, really locked up garage and a couple of cats, you know what I'm saying? This is essentially Kate's, or Kate S, I guess. There's no apostrophe. Premium peppermint oil. It's Troy, New York. It's just made like 100 miles from here. Country of origin, India. Isn't that weird? About 100 miles from here. This is manufactured by the company. It's made in India, and then it comes back here. I'm like 100 miles away from Troy, New York. That's so weird. Blow your mind. And it's just nice. It comes with a dropper and a sprayer, and you just you put some in your HVAC. Intake. Got to be very, very careful you don't get it on you, though, because it is concentrated, and it's very, very powerful. You don't want to go using it as perfume or something. It's not like that, and it's not for flavoring anything to eat. Keep this away from little kids, and we keep it out of reach of children. Avoid eye contact if you're pregnant or if you're nursing, lactating. Not for internal use. It's if you want to rub it into your body, they recommend to dilute it with like some baby oil or something, because it's very, very powerful, concentrated peppermint oil. But around here, we use it to make our magnet mounts freaking safe. You just kind of mist it around after it gets going. Oh, oops, I got it off. Stream off spray. There we go. And you just throw some around. It's just for deterrent, you know what I mean? It's not making anything proof, On the top of your windshield. Where your windshield meets where the windshield meets your defroster. Another thing what I found is very nice for your trunk get one of these. They got them at Walmart. It's like $8. Citronella and mint, and it's just an outdoor candle. I just leave the lid off. That's all. Put it on there. The fumes being in a rarefied atmosphere like your trunk really build up, and it's citronella plus mint, so insects don't like that and rodents don't like that. But I'm going to throw this mint oil on top of the candle and put a bunch in here. Oh wow, this is beautiful. Who doesn't like peppermint? Wow, this is powerful. Whew. And you close the lid. Oof. Wow. That was instantly just, it's like chemical warfare. Holy cow. and it's just peppermint oil, period. Very high power peppermint oil. You know, you can throw some on the carpet of your door panels. I can't wait to get rid of these damn door panels. I'm not getting rid of them. I'm just I got everything to do it next year. I have all the interior ingredients. Clean up this vinyl prep and wax and grease remover, everything. Put vinyl prep on there, and I got 3M adhesive. I got the nice material to cover it. More modern switches for the windows. The seats, I'm just going to move them back all the way permanently. There's no reason for electric seats. I'm the only one that drives it. I'm not going to put my, and then the passenger side, I don't give a crap. That's just one less thing to break. Electric seats, yeah, they're like a gimmick, really. Oh, my seat moves. Yeah, what happens when it doesn't? Yeah, no thanks. Just put it back permanently, and that's it. It's less wiring you gotta fucking play with. And plus, I can take this ugliest thing that's, this one works, the driver's side one doesn't. Many 88 and 89s. The window controls are in the middle of the console. Your two window switches. You put your windows down with your right hand if you're driving. It's pretty cool. I like that, actually. But there's no control over here. I don't know. I don't want the seat to be moved anyway, so I got nice handles to put on and totally change the entire interior. I got all the ingredients, so that'll be next year though. What this main video is about. Going to unhook the holy crap, there's not 1 inch that's not covered with a leaf or I thought I turned the light on. No? It's probably not much better. It doesn't take much either. Just mess it around because you're car is closed up, you know, it actually, the oil, as it evaporates, it rarefies the atmosphere of wherever it is. Rarefying the atmosphere means it adds such a concentrate to the atmosphere that it becomes, you know, in the parts per million kind of thing, goes up. Yeah. But that dog is relentless. Okay, we're going to get over on the driver's side. Oh, the light is on. It just got flipped over. That's what's nice about those LEDs, you know. It gets a little warm, but that's actually waterproof to where you can leave it out in the rain and it wouldn't hurt it. It wouldn't. To a point, though. I mean, it's not like it's like a pool light, you know. It's not like that. You can't get happy with it. Underwater bullshit. I can imagine there's people that do, though, you know, mistreat things like that. No, they make underwater lights if you want. Boy, that mint oil, even with the doors closed, it is reeking. Wow, that is powerful. Now I have the daunting task of removing all of this, let's see here, this is the, yeah, all of this. I know I'm talking to nobody here, hold on. Let's see. I have to. Clip that right out of there. Now this is that cable right there. And the equalizer. There's that. Okay. Hey, you got birds and dogs. It's like, isn't that a Pink Floyd album, right? Animals? I have the disc. So the easiest way would be to get that off over there on that side. Make sure the whole cable is pulled back. So if I can get the cable out of the way, and then there's one rear brake line that already has the armor on it, and it's a Nikop, you know, so it moves easy. I'm not worried about that. So I can move that around, but everything else has to go. And then this parking brake cable, I have no idea. Let's see here. That is another equalizer. Okay, I gotta throw some juice on that. And this I guess that's like a return spring. Yeah. Well, at least this is in good shape. Wow, the cable actually moved. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, good. Good. All I gotta do is lube it up then. Right here in the where it goes into that part back there. I'll throw some juice in there and get the threads on this and clean it up when I got the compressor and the die grinder with all that on there. I'll clean up the adjuster and everything. Okay, now the next thing is I have never used the parking brake pedal on this car. Never did. So this cable moves. This is awesome. Oh my god. I was having nightmares of like, oh no, you know, frozen cable kind of bullshit. No, I don't think it was ever used its whole life. I mean, it's on the outside, on the ends, yes, but the rest of it's like brand new. There's not even any place where it's braided, because there's decent places for this to hang. That's what kills usually kills the cables is where they hang from. If they're not hung up properly, this is with any cars. If they're not hung up properly, they chew through the protective part of it, you know, and corrosion gets in, and it doesn't take much. It's usually, you know, they try to make them fortified to a point where they're actually vinyl coated, and then it goes into the sheath. It's got Teflon or whatever. You know, the best they could do back then. You know, this is 36-year-old technology at the newest. 1989. Well, they just put on what they had. That's what they had. That's what they had. They didn't try to make off like, oh, this is new, you know, whatever. Oh, well, this is the best that we had. except the best that they had is 36 years old. This really isn't that bad. I'll go from, after this is all clean, I'll just go from over this a little bit more. And patch this all the way up. And then take this molding off of here. And have it come down, because all the, right up to the pinch weld. It's because of this damn molding. Every car I've ever had in my life that had molding like this that clipped onto the body was just basically just a garbage can. You know? Even if you wash your car once a week, or you know, you put the nozzle down. If you go to the DIY car wash, you know, a drive-through, oh, that'll never do anything. But like a drive-through, a DIY nozzle, you put the nozzle right up to the edge of that trim, and you just watch all the garbage just fly out of it. It's like, what the hell? Yeah. You know, these pickup trucks nowadays, $80,000. You know, you look at a couple of years, all the metal that is inside the door handles isn't stainless steel hardware, nothing. The water gets in behind there and then runs out, and you got drips of rust. And people just go to like a detail shop, you know, and they say, oh yeah, I'll just clean this up. Nobody says, you know, hey, wait a second, my car is, you know, major component, the door handle's rotting away. Nope. And then all of a sudden, oh, I can't get in my car. Oh. Okay. So now I know what to... Now I know what to do over there. It's just basically like what I did with my Nissan Pulsar. I just rip everything off, you know, basically. Kind of contemplating what the best way to do that is. A couple places. There's a couple of the brackets that just need to be removed. I'm not going to try to bother to reuse them. They're just pieces of sheet metal. With a hole in it. With the big, what do you call it? The big fuel bar is right under here. The driver's side. That's where the dumbass fuel filter and all the rotten brake lines and all that collect. It's like a big kind of holder, kind of bracket thing. Okay, so this is what. Maybe I shouldn't have put this mint oil in here when I was working. Oh my god. Wow, this is powerful. Holy cow. Well, Ain't no rodentia living in here, or want to live in here. So let's see here. This is one of those kind of pumps to make it work. Ooh, that moves nice. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Those 3 times. I will be lubing up the inside of it though. Oh, let's see here. Okay. So you can be the lookout, and you tell me don't go throwing up, please. I want you to. What the hell? Oh, jeez. There's a rock under the tarp. I have no idea why this thing is. You know what it is? I'm so used to. Okay, we're looking at this right there. 1, 2. Oh. Okay. Look at that. Wow. So, I can get underneath there and lube up everything. And this will go a lot better than I thought it was going to. Alright. We'll be back in a minute. At least I can put some of my witch's brew here. Just made up a new batch. I threw a bolt in there. I don't have any big ball bearings, but at least it's just something, you know, to help it along, you know. Now, what are we looking at here? Okay, my foot. This is the adjuster. What's this right here? This is going bye-bye anyway. I have stainless steel with neoprene rubber cover to go over all of this parking brake business. Not just a metal clip like this. This is, yeah, the ones I have to reattach this whole thing. Geez, the cable's in nice condition. The adjuster, the spring, makes the handle return decently. Ah, boy, this'll. I gotta be careful of this bullshit here. This thing's, I just put 100 psi in this. This is why you get a nice big tarp. So none of this is going on the new parking lot. Yeah, you can just go like this. Okay, or if you hit the lever all the way down, you know, you hit somebody across the room. I'm just hitting all the points that I gotta pull out of a. See, there's one bracket right here. It's only got one bolt on it. It takes two. I'm loading up the bracket where it is. So I can probably, it's one of those like attachment brackets that the end of the cable goes through. I'm going to inject this on the passenger's side. I think it would run in better because of the incline. Running in there till it drips, because when all this is taken off, it's all going to be die grinded down. Yeah, all kinds of room for activities. Yeah, not that much to do in this corner right here. It's not as bad as I thought it was. Probably one large piece scabbed over the top of what's there. It's so weird how certain body panels rot in some places and not in others. I always thought that was really, really weird. Yeah, I don't want to get anything else wet with this before you hit it with a die grinder, because it'll just waste your pads. You know, it'll turn it into mud. And that's not what I have planned for this. You go through, you know, now that is one way to do it, but you go through a lot of pads and it makes a huge mess. I don't want to go that route. So I have other videos coming up. I'm very, very happy about this. Wow, this is, now with this cleaner of mine I put on there, God, the threads are nice. Wow. I don't want to get too happy and break anything. I'm not using any wrenches. Oh, the adjustment nut moves by hand. Wow. It broke it loose right there at the adjuster. So I'll hit this with the wire wheel tomorrow. Wow, this stuff. If you're wondering what I'm using, I made one video about it. I'm not advertising what this is. I'm not telling anybody else to mix up what I do or nothing like that. You do it at your own speed. Okay, I'm going to go over to the passenger side. I'm going to put this in the end of the cable. I want you to tell me if that comes down right there. Look for it dripping out right here. Oh, look at that. I just pulled it up. Wow. I am extremely lucky. It is not frozen. Holy cow. I'll let this cook on here overnight. Oh, the passenger cable that goes to the wheel is just frozen and dead. That's okay. It's going bye-bye. It's just a matter of getting it out of its mount. I have to use the flare nut wrench, and hopefully it comes apart right here easily. With this damn, that's one of those connectors. Yeah. Hopefully I can. I got the juice on it. That's all I can do. So that's pretty unbelievable. I am really lucky about that. Wow, it moves like butter. Wow, you move it by hand. Thank you, Lord. Not sure if he has a hand in working on the car, but I didn't realize there were two equalizers here. There's one here, but that one is just an attachment. Like, it doesn't have a what do you call it? It doesn't have a lock nut and all that on it. I did research the manual. But they're all hand-drawn pictures, and it's kind of vague. So it's not like a Chilton with a guy with a camera. You know what it is too with these cars? Hardly anybody uses the parking brake. If they put it in parking, that's a use it or lose it. If it's well maintained, you should be able to just use it no problem. I was used to it because of driving stick most of my life, or like a truck. You don't leave that in gear on a hill, or you put the brakes on. It's in your blood. You put the brakes on. Your regular passenger car, if you saw the transmission, if you know about, this is a turbo hydromatic 440T4. T means transverse. You look at when I put the new transmission in this car, the actual mechanism that parks your car when you put it in park is this tiny, about the size of my index finger. It's called a parking pawl, Pawl, and it's this little finger of metal that goes over to the flywheel and just happens to hit onto a gear teeth inside the transmission the right way, and that one little thing, if that comes loose, it's like if you're moving and you put your car in park, and that grinding, that is that little parking pawl hitting the gears. But if that's what you rely on when you park your car on a hill or something, that's kind of dumb. I mean, like a hill, like San Francisco or something, just your own driveway. But it's just a good idea to use it. Then it won't get like this. As it is, when I'm done making all this happy, it's gonna have the fuel lines and there's only one brake line that goes to both wheels on this system. The brake line, it already has this is copper with armor on it. It's going to be moved anyway, but this one brake line, the two fuel lines, and the evap line, and this parking brake cable will all be in a raceway. That's after they're attached, the raceway goes over that, and it's all covered and all protected, not hanging out like this. You gotta protect your car, man. A thing like this, rip out your rear brakes. I seen a car come in, the guy ran over something and it ripped out it was a Cadillac, ran over something in the road, and the emergency brake cable emergency brake, parking brake, whatever cable, almost just like this exactly, on one of the rear wheels, grabbed onto something and yanked it, and it locked up the brake. And it was way over $1,000. This is like, I don't know, 30 years ago. It was way over $1,000. The guy was almost in tears, like, oh my God. It's like, okay, he made it to the shop, right? He kept driving on it. The tires shot. The entire brake system is all, the caliper, disc, pads, everything was just, gone. If you lock up a wheel and then drag it like that, it's like, it just killed the whole system. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to work the pedal a few more times. I wish there was a way to get this right in there, but there isn't. Just a little bit of OCD, It's not going to get in there. Yeah, a little bit though, I cannot believe that moves. Oh my God. So I gotta do the threads on this, and even if okay, when I get this apart and the nut off of it, I'll run a die down it. Either that or a thread chaser. Probably just a die. Make sure the threads are nice and clean. But this will all be, why is this outside? Come on, GM, just hanging out. Oh yeah, parking brake, I got lucky because this cable right here is unobtainium. This cable right here, most likely you're not going to find it anywhere. It's like just ridiculous, They maintain some parts and not others, and it's like a racket, the little things like, okay, I'll take this for example. This cable right here, if it's not working in New York, you cannot register, inspect your car, nothing like that. You can register your car, yeah. My car right now, it's got plates, it has insurance, it's 100% legal, but it's not inspected yet. And when you first put it on the road, they call it around here, you got 10-day waiver thing you put on the windshield. And you could use the car for 10 days. Well, that doesn't mean, hey, you can drive it around for 10 days. You can drive it to the shop, wherever you got to go. But you don't have to get it inspected, like in my case. I'm not driving it. But it's 100% legal, insured, whatever, But this one cable right here, if this isn't working properly, New York State inspection, nope, 100% will fail you, 100%. And there's no getting around it. And that means that he pumps that pedal with this car. Pumps the pedal 3 times, it ratchets up and tightens up like it oughta, and put it in drive, it should not creep forward or reverse. That's what parking brake does. That doesn't, and I'm having the manager do it. I've seen a kid one time at a shop, hot dogging around, put the parking brake on, one of those kind you pull up, in a nice Honda at the shop. Okay, I won't say any more names, and he gunned it, and the nose of the car went into the toolbox, caused a lot of damage. A private toolbox. Airbag in the car went off. Actually, both airbags, because this was back when you had passenger and driver on one thing. You didn't have the thing in the seat that turns it off if nobody's in the seat. It was just on. Both airbags went off. Front end damage. Car fucking totaled. This is at the dealership. Bye bye, kid. Immediately. But I mean, my kid, maybe 20 years old. I don't know how this kid got a job working there. Hot dogging with a customer's car. And it's like, oh, well, just had to buy this car and give the customer another one. But it's all, insurance, right? Yeah. How do you insure against stupidity? Hey, let's put the brakes on and then gun it. Imagine if somebody was another technician, the guy who owned that toolbox, was just this German guy that worked on the BMWs. Imagine if there was a guy right here and the car went crunch into the toolbox. There was no video cameras back then, nothing like that. It wouldn't be on. There was no it's like 30 something years ago. There's all kinds of videos that are online now. Cars falling off the racks, off the lifts, people blowing them up, catching fire. Man, fucking Jay Leno, man, that fucking gas tank was leaking or some shit. What I'm doing right here with gas lines and all that's dangerous as hell. What do you think I'm outside for, man? You don't play around with gas tanks and gas lines in a garage. Pull that thing outside in the driveway. Okay? And have a garden hose and whatever else ready. Gasoline's horrible. You never know. I know this isn't a fucking PSA. This is... Ask somebody who's been horribly burned. Alrighty. This is all the more bullshit that I've cleaned out of here. Look at that. That's amazing. Alrighty.
Hasta la vista.